it's Miss Laura. So what I wanted to give you in this short video is a simple leg workout. These are standing leg raises. This workout is really good for building muscle in your thighs. It is also really good on improving your balancing skills. So what you're going to do is bring your hands up, start with both feet on the ground, and then you're going to take one leg and you're just going to swing it straight up to the side. So just like this, and then down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Like I said, it's pretty easy, but there are 3 things I want you to keep in mind. So 1, make sure your leg is nice and straight when you bring it up. 2, try to get your leg up as high as possible, at least up to your waist level, since that is the height of your kicks. The other thing too is when you bring your leg down, don't let your foot actually touch the ground. Just let your foot hover slightly above the ground and then swing it right back up. All right, now try to do at least 15 without losing your balance. If you can do more than that, you're definitely welcome to. Also play with variations, so you can go nice and fast. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can also go slow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can also change how much you move your leg. So if I bring it up, and then I only bring it down up to here. Instead of here, it's here. Then up, down, up, down, up, down. Alright? Like I said, this will help build your leg muscles. It'll help with your balance. And you guys are going to have really good kicks after doing this for a little while.
Alright guys, so now I have some what's called speed combination for you guys to do. Speed combination is a good way to work on your techniques and also making the motions flow. There's 3 techniques to each combination, so they're very short, very quick, easy to remember. And I divide it up again into our 3 different levels. So instead of going from white, white senior, yellow senior, and so on, this way, even in this video, the white belt, white senior, level 1 people can work out with it. And level 2, your green senior, you can also work out with the level 2 material. And the level 3 people, you could use the red belt, red senior, and work out with this tape also. So what I would suggest is take the combinations, work right side, left side, and if you want to alternate right, left, you can do that. Decide how many repetitions you're going to do. Then if you're a white senior, obviously you do white belt, then go to right to white senior. Now if you are green belt, or and above, so you go to level 2. So do the green belt, then do the green senior, and then go back down, do the white senior and white belt. And of course, same thing for the advanced students, level 3. Go ahead and do the red belt, red senior, and then go down, green senior, and then white senior. So basically you're gonna add, combinations. So do each belt probably about 10 times right side, 10 left side, and move on. And again, you could do as many as you want, decide what kind of workout you want. So these are the speed combination. Now, what's great about these is, again, they're quick. They're basically only 3 techniques, easy to remember. But, you put them together and it flows very well. So we're going to take your highest punch for your belt, and also the highest kick for your belt, and we're going to go ahead and do that in the combination of 3 techniques. So speed combination, now we're going to have next tape for we'll move on to the yellow senior, and then level 2 will be the purple senior, and level 3 will be the brown first stripe. And then the next tape, of course, will finish the rest. That way you guys, regardless of what level you're at, you can still get a good workout with this tape. So again, always go back, review the techniques. If you have questions about the techniques, go back to our number 1 through 7 tapes or videos, and you can work on those, review, and then come back and do these speed combination. All right, here we go. Hey guys, so speed combination. I set up basically the triangle that we did in one of the previous tape, where we take 2 discs, one in the right side, one on the left side. I'm in the center, between the 2, and this creates a triangle. So from a center stance, I have this cone on my right, a little bit 45 degrees off to the side, and my left. Now I'm going to face right side by just turning slightly a little bit, pivoting on my ball of my feet. Now I'm in a right front stance without even picking up my feet. From here, the first combination, white belt, will be a jab, rear punch, and then add that front hand punch again. Come back. Pivot, look to the left side. Now you're in the left front stance. Jab, bring it inward straight, and then punch again. Come back. Now, right side, left side. Now you can do them alternating back and forth. Okay, depending on how many repetitions you want to do. Let's say you want to do, okay, 10 repetition of both right and left side. Okay, so I'll do a couple of these just for you guys. So from here, okay, so back and forth, right side, left side. Number 1, speed combination. This is for the white belt. Okay, so for white belt, okay, this is your second speed combination. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take the first combination you did, okay, but we're going to add a kick. Okay, and instead of punch, 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 we're going to do a punch, punch, kick. So, look to the right side, jab, inward straight. Remember to grab, knee strike, come down. Come back, look to the left side. Jab, inward straight, knee strike, and come back. Alternate right, left side. Look to the left, and back. That would be your white belt speed combination number 2. Now number 3, you're going to actually start it off with the kick. So, same stance, turn slightly to the right, front leg, boom, front kick. Then, jab punch, turn, front kick, jab punch, turn, kick, 1, 2, turn, kick, 1, 2. And back to your center stance. So that would be your white belt combination or speed combination 1, 2, and 3. This is not anything you have to memorize for testing. These are good drills to do to practice your technique and get a good sweat going, get a good workout. All right, so now the speed combination number 1 for white senior. White senior, you have what's called an offset punch, and also you have the ball foot front kick, okay, and a jumping front kick. So we're going to use those techniques to make your speed combination. Center stance, turn slightly to the right, and again I'm going to use the jab, offset punch, and then from here another punch with the front hand. Turn to the left side, jab, offset, punch again. Here, and come back. So, speed combination number 2 for the white senior. Okay, we're going to go ahead and include your knee strike. Okay, that's one of your techniques. So, hand techniques will be the same. Turn, jab, offset punch, grab, knee strike. Jab, offset, knee strike. Here. And that would be white senior, speed drill number 2. The third one is we're going to kick first. You have a ball foot front kick. So work on the toes up, okay, and kicking with the ball of your foot. So turn, ball foot, front kick, jab, offset. Turn, ball foot, jab, offset. And that would be your white senior speed drill number 3. Level 2 students, so you are green belt and above. Okay, we're going to start off the green belt speed combination number 1. Same stance. Now from here, turn to the right. Okay, your hand technique, instead of a jab, we're going to do a finger jab. Okay, so these are all, most of the level 2 are open hand techniques. So from here, finger jab, I'm going to use my rear hand heel palm strike. That's my highest technique. And then from here, side heel palm strike. Turn, finger jab, heel palm, side heel palm. Right side, left side. Have your level 2 green belt speed drill number 1. Speed drill number 2, or speed combination number 2, we're going to add your kick. Your kick's a hook kick. So, taking the same first 2 hand technique, finger jab, heel palm strike, rear leg, hook kick, come back, left side, finger jab, heel palm, hook kick, and come back. And that will be your number 2 for green belt. Number 3, we're going to put the kick first. So, turn. My kick is off the front leg this time. So, I'm going to hook kick, come down, finger jab, heel palm. Look to your left, hook kick, finger jab, heel palm, and come back. And that will be your green belt speed drill number 3. So green senior, this is speed combination number 1. From the right side, finger jab, heel palm, round heel palm. Turn, finger jab, heel palm, round heel palm. So from here, that'll be your speed combination number 1, green senior. Okay, so green senior, number 2 combination. So from here, right side, finger jab, round heel palm strike, and rear leg hook kick. Come back, left side, finger jab, round heel palm, and rear leg hook kick. Jab, boom, hook kick. Finger jab, round heel palm, and hook kick. Green belt, senior, this is speed drill number 2. Speed combination number 3 for green belt. Kicking first this time. Hook kick, finger jab, round heel palm. Look, kick, finger jab, round heel palm. So from here, you're gonna kick, kick, and back. Okay, so we're at level 3. So this is the red belt speed combination number 1. A couple of things that are going to be a little different. Okay, we're going to start with a hands down position. This is more realistic for self-defense situation. So starting with the hands down, I look to the right. Okay, so from here, snapping back fist, straight vertical, come back. Make sure I bring my hands down again. Snapping back fist, straight vertical, Okay, so straight vertical can be body or face. Switch them up. Again, the hard part here is to remember, bring your hands down before you start the next one. So again, I look, snapping back fist, straight vertical, Hands down, snapping back fist, straight, and come back. Again, that's number 1 for red belt. Number 2, we're going to add the kick off the rear leg. So, hands down. Look, same hand technique, snapping back fist, straight vertical, rear leg crescent. Come back. Hands down, straight, punch, kick, and come back. That will be number 2 combination. Number 3, you're going to kick first from the hands down position. Now we're going to add a step up. So this time, I step up, kick, snapping back fist, straight vertical. Hands down, left side. Again, step up, kick, snap, straight vertical. And that would be your number 3 for red belt. Work on the hands down and a step up kicks. All right, guys, so we're at red senior speed combination number 1. So hands down position, turn slightly to the right. Now hands down, we're gonna do a snapping back fist. Again, you're gonna do a straight vertical, and your new punch is a downward vertical punch. Hands down, snapping back fist, straight vertical, and again, vertical downward punch. And that will be red senior number 1. Number 2, take the same first 2 technique, add the crescent kick off the rear. Hands down, look, boom, strike, vertical downward, crescent kick. Come back. Snapping back fist, vertical down, and rear leg crescent. That's speed drill combination 2. Red senior number 3, you're going to step up kick. So I look to my right, I step up, snapping back fist, vertical downward punch. Come back center stance, hands down, look to the left. Again, step up, crescent, snapping back fist, and vertical downward punch. And that would be your red senior speed combo number 3. All right, guys, those are your speed combination for this video. So again, we have level 1, level 2, level 3. So my suggestion is if you are a level 3 student, okay, go ahead and do white belt, 1, 2, 3, white senior, 1, 2, 3, green belt, 1, 2, 3, green senior, 1, 2, 3, and then up to red belt, 1, 2, 3, red senior, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so alternate right side, left side, you could do probably 10 repetition of each one, and you're gonna get an excellent workout. Now, start off slow, okay, so you get the techniques right and done properly, and then you can speed up as you go. Okay, so level 2 student, okay, start with white belt again, okay, white senior, then green senior. And you might want to add a little bit more repetition so you get a little bit more workout, okay, and you can do that. Now level 1, okay, even if you're a white belt, take that white belt speed combination, do 1, 2, 3, okay, do it maybe like 20 times of each right side, left side, and you're going to get an excellent workout. And if you want to try to go up a little higher, like to the white senior, go ahead and do that. Okay, have again a lot of time right now, so practice that. But I don't want you to get overwhelmed with higher techniques that you can't do right now. So if it's going to do more damage, then good. If you practice the stuff you don't know, then don't do it. Okay, just do to the level you're right now where you're at. Okay, so again, we want comments, you guys. We want you guys right below. Okay, for comments, okay, I would love to have you guys give me some questions on what we can, suggestions, things that you can do, okay, anything that we can help you guys with at this time. So work on those speed combination. Next video, we're going to have more level 1, level 2, level 3. All right, students, so today I'm going to give you guys some point of focus for your training. That means at each level, okay, there should be some things that you should be focused on. Okay, so for instance, level 1, okay, white belt students up to orange senior, you guys are basically still beginners. Okay, so the very important at this stage is to develop the proper fundamentals, your basics. So the important things to focus on would be number 1, proper stances. So make sure you guys are holding those good stances. Stances enable you to freely move forward, back, side, side. Also, okay, keep you stable in a good stance so you can throw proper techniques with weight behind it, and also be able to chamber properly for kicks and so forth. Okay, so stances are very important. Number 2, guard. You got to make sure your hands are up in a good guard position. So again, this is self-defense, so you got to make sure you protect yourself. Okay, and the guard that we give you is very basic. You can protect yourself, okay, basically from your head down to about, a little bit below belt level. Okay, and those are actually the critical targets to protect. So make sure you guys are in a good guard position. And then the third thing to focus on, when you execute technique, when you perform a punch, a kick, a block, okay, just break it down very simply. The 3 steps would be your chamber. This is how you get power from your techniques. Okay, the point of impact, that means knowing where your target is, okay, and I'm going to add follow through with that, okay, that'll be part 2. And then the third will be to always re-chamber, bring it back into your position, bring it back to your guard. Never leave your punches out. Okay, old school, we used to punch, okay, and leave those arms out. Okay, that creates bad habits in street self-defense situation. So make sure you guys are punching and returning back to a good guard. So again, the 3-point of focus, stances, your guard, and proper chamber, rechamber. And I'm going to go through first the stances. You always start off proper chumbi. This is sort of like your starting position. Your feet should be shoulders width. Okay? A little bit wider is okay, but you don't want to be too narrow. So shoulders are a little bit wider. Very important, bend your knees slightly. Never lock your knees out. Okay? You should feel your weight pretty much on the ball of your feet. Okay? So at this point, okay, this is a good basic center centerline stance. Now from here, front stance, that's your, of course, your next stance. What you want to do is depending on your right or left, okay, so for instance, I'm going to go to a right front stance. My right foot would step up. Now, if I look down the floor, okay, my front heel should be, maybe about 2 inches in front of my left toes if I were to draw lines there. All right, so, but you maintain that shoulder's width, okay? Do not step into this position here. Step straight, okay? Step straight up from that foot position. And from there, on the balls of your feet, pivot 45 degrees. Set your heels down. Again, knees bent, okay? From here, this is a good front stance. The next part is your guard. The guard, again, making good, proper fist. The front hand is always your basic first line of defense. This is where you do a lot of blocking. They have to come through your front hand in order to hit you. So I want to leave that hand out in front of me. Make sure it's not against my body here. Elbows are in to protect my body. Fist out in front of me. So if I turn this way, you can see how the fist is about, I say about a foot, a little bit more in front of me here, foot and a half. Not like this, that's too close. From here, elbows down. Again, this should be right pretty much in the middle of my chest. The rear hand, this is kind of like a what we call counter guard hand. So this is the hand right about the jawline. It could be a little bit lower, but you can move this up and down, here. So this is a good guard for your right front stance. Left front stance, of course, is just the opposite. Okay, now you can go to what's called a side stance also. So from my centerline position, I step up, again, keeping the width, pivot a little bit, that's your front stance. Side stance, take that front foot, and stand basically sideways to your target. From here, knees slightly bent. This is a side position where, of course, my side is facing my opponent. The guard, all you need to do is just turn towards your opponent, in the same guard position. So again, from the front stance, step over, and now your heel and your toes are aligned, right side and left side. This is your side stance. So those are your basic stances. Now the stances, you should not be too low. That means don't bend your knees too much where you're into a low, what we used to call sitting stance, in the old days, because it's stable, but you can't move. You don't want to lock your knees out. You can't move, and you're very unstable. So again, knees slightly bent, so I can push forward, I can push back, I can push right, I can push left, and my guard hand out. Now also another guard position would be basically a self-defense position. Self-defense meaning I don't want to have my fist up talking to someone, in self-defense situation, unless I know, it's an imminent attack. My hands are usually down, but if I sense any danger, my awareness senses come up, and I'm going to put my hands up like this. This is a very passive position. Hands are open, elbows are close to my body. Here, I could easily block, move, attack, punch, quickly moving from this position without being that aggressive front stance guard. This is an open hand. I don't want any problems. Move back. This would be like a self-defense stance. You could be right front stance. You can even be in a center line stance. So depending on the situation, hands up. Make sure you guys try to keep your chin down. You don't want to stick your head out from here. That would be more of a self-defense, what I call open hand stance. All right, so let's talk about the chamber. From the beginner level, chambering, it's a new concept for you guys. So I just want you to think, this is equivalent to, I always say this, with the new students, it's like throwing a ball. If you want to throw that ball a long ways, you will hold the ball and you will wind up using that body shift here, using your hips, your chest, your shoulder, throwing it with maximum power. Same thing with a punch. You have to chamber, or what we call or like a wind-up. You have to know where your target is. Obviously, if it's in front of you, that's where you want to punch. So you have that intent in mind, where you're going to actually hit. That is your impact. But don't stop at impact. You want to go through the target, okay, 2 to 3 inches past that target. That will be your second part. The third part is rechambering. That means always bring it back to your guard, your position. Never leave your punch out, even if you miss, okay, and never leave your kicks out. Always return, okay. If you miss, quickly bring it back, and you might have an opportunity to throw second, third technique. So let's go to a punch, okay, demonstrate. So from here, I'm going to look this way. I'm punching with this hand. My chamber, the wind-up part, is actually done with my hips. As I move my weight forward, I turn my hips. My hand hasn't really moved yet. This is going to stretch my chest here. From that point, I'm going to use that stretch. I'm going to release a little bit of shoulder shrug and punch. This will be my impact. Follow through. Then rechamber, back to your position. Chamber, impact, follow through. Rechamber, and back. So 3 basic steps to remember. Regardless of what technique it is, there's always a chamber, there's always an impact point, and then there's always rechamber. Okay? Kicks are the same. Okay? If I throw a kick, I'm going to move back here. Okay? A front kick. My first thing is the chamber. Okay? I can't just kick from the ground like this. Okay? You have to chamber, bending that knee, setting it up. That's your first point. Second is, again, know where your target is, make impact, follow through. Chamber, kick, rechamber, then you can place it where you want. Chamber, kick, rechamber, and down. So 3 simple steps to get your power, get it from a good guard, bring it back to that guard. So for the beginners, hey, those are the 3 things you want to focus on. Your stance, your guard, and then executing good technique with chamber, impact, and reaching. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and focus on a spinning round kick. This is the orange senior kick. Now you've already worked on a round kick at the orange belt. Now we add a spinning round kick. A lot of students are having problems with that footwork to set it up. Okay, so I'm going to show you 3 different ways of setting up that spinning round kick. So the way that we've been teaching you guys is from what we call a twisting stance. So I'll get in a position here. All right, so from the guard, the twisting stance is done with the rear leg. My foot step this way, position here. So steps behind the front foot. Okay, my knees are touching. I'm bending my knees. Now I'm going to turn, spin, okay, look to my target. Then from here, it's just your rear leg round kick. Here. Again, the back foot step forward, okay, behind your front foot. Twist or spin. Then from here, just a regular round kick. One more time. That will be your spinning round kick from a twisting stance. Now, a lot of students are getting confused with that footwork because they've learned a spinning side kick done different. So the footwork is a little different, okay? They have a hard time kind of going from a spinning side kick to this spinning round kick. So I'm going to give you guys another way of setting up a spinning round kick. So my front foot, right foot, steps to the side, just like I would for a spinning side kick. Step to the side, turn the heel to my target. Okay, if I did a spinning side kick, I would just turn and kick. Now I'm going to add 1 extra step. So once I get my front foot in position, step with the back foot forward. Then fire my round kick. One more time. step, turn, step. Then the round kick. One more time. Step, turn, step, and round kick. That will be your second way of, again, alternative way to doing your spinning round kick. Now, if you need more distance, that means you need to go a lot farther to hit your target. This is the third method. Guard up, my right foot's in the back this time. I'm going to take a step here. Take another step here. Then perform my round kick. So, 1, 2, and kick. One more time. 1, 2, and kick. And that would be your 3 different ways of setting up a spinning round kick.
Alright guys, so for this drill you're going to need a ball of some sort, preferably one that's kind of small and squishy so that if you throw it up, it doesn't damage anything in your house when if it hits the ceiling or if it hits the floor. So this drill is going to test your speed and reaction time as well as some hand-eye coordination. So what you're going to do is you're going to get in a good stance. I'm going to pick center stance for now. I'm going to put my guard up and just practice tossing the ball up just like this. Alright, just a little bit above your head, like I think you threw it just a little bit higher than that. Alright, I know you can't really see, but what you're going to do is throw the ball up and try to punch before the ball hits the ground. Put my guard up, throw the ball up, punch before it hits the ground. Okay? So, make sure when you're doing this drill that your techniques are still being done properly. Sometimes when we punch fast or when we kick fast, it gets a little bit sloppy because we're only focusing on the speed. So make sure you take the time to consider each part of your punch, each part of your kick. So when you're doing a punch, make sure you're turning your hips, you're doing that plantar flexion, and when you're doing a kick, you're chambering, kicking, re-chambering, and then setting it down. So I know it seems like a lot of steps to do while a ball is falling, so you should probably practice doing those techniques quickly before you try it with the ball. Alright, so let's try that again with a kick. I'm going to throw it out to the side just like this so I don't hit it with my foot. Throw it up, kick, and then it falls. Okay? So once you get that down, you can try a couple of these challenges. So one of them is trying to do multiple techniques before the ball hits the ground. So if I do a punch, I can try to do 2, 1, 2, before the ball hits the ground. Same thing with kicks, 1, 2. So for that one, I didn't set my foot down in between. I just tried to see how many kicks I could do in succession without setting it down. You can also try doing this drill with catching the ball after you punch or kick. This one helps with hand-eye coordination a lot because you're focused on 2 things. You're focused on your technique and making sure you're doing it correctly and fast. And then you're focusing on the ball falling, which is in front of you. So it'll help you making sure that you're paying attention to your surroundings and that you're ready for the next thing that's coming at you. Okay? So if I throw this ball up, I'm going to punch and then catch it. Just like that. Okay? So you might have to move around a little bit. That just means that you're paying attention and then you know where the ball is at all times. Okay? So try this drill. Try to do about 20 punches and 10 kicks. You can always do more, and then you can also challenge yourself by doing some of your more advanced techniques. If you're a higher belt rank, try some of the punches that take a little bit longer. Any punch that is going around or going up like this, they're going to take a little bit longer for you to do. So those techniques are going to be just a tiny bit harder to do with this drill. So I challenge you to practice all of your techniques using a ball like this. Try to get your speed improved and to work on your hand-eye coordination once you get to that part. Okay guys, so for this next drill, you're going to need something to balance on. So I found these 2 things. This is just a foam block. I think it's from some sort of like yoga kit or something. So anything similar to this you can use, or you can even use one of your boards. I'm sure you guys have some at home from testing. So this drill is going to test your balance, so you're actually going to be standing on this object. So make sure it's an object that you are allowed to stand on and that it's not going to ruin your floors or something. So do it on a soft floor like carpet or some sort of mat so that you don't cause any scratches or dents in the floor. Okay, so this drill is to balance while you are kicking. So you're going to need one of those objects that I just mentioned. I'm going to start with my board. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand on my board with one foot. So I'm going to stand on one foot like this and just try to hold it, okay? So I don't know if you can really see, but I am on the balls of my feet on this board. I am not flat-footed because when you're kicking, you shouldn't be flat-footed. You should be kind of on the balls of your feet a little bit. So I'm standing on the balls of my feet on this board, and I am just going to hold my leg up like this in a chamber. So you're going to start like this and just try to hold this for maybe about 15 to 30 seconds and just see how well you can balance just like this, okay? So it's a little bit tricky when you're on an object like this because there's more room between you and the floor, so you have to hold yourself up just on the balls of your feet. So it will strengthen those muscles in your feet so that you can kick and have a lot of mobility when you kick. That's why we stand on the balls of our feet, so when you're sparring, you can move around. Okay, so once you've practiced standing on one foot for a few minutes, you are going to try to do your kicks. So you're going to stand with one foot on there, and you're going to try to do your kicks without setting your foot down. You're just going to kind of leave it hanging once you kick. Okay, so put your guard up. You're going to do a kick, 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 and try not to fall off of whatever block you're using, okay? So you can also do this drill with something that's a little bit bigger. I'm going to use this foam block. It's a little bit trickier since it's higher off the ground. So you're going to do the same thing. I'm going to stand on it, do my kicks, just like this. Okay, it's a little bit harder to balance. You can also try this with other kicks. So if I'm doing side kick, I'm going to stand a little bit more sideways. My side kick, just like that. Okay, same thing with round kick. You can do it with hook kick. So I want you guys to practice balancing on one of those objects to practice your balance when you're kicking. You can also do this with punches if you want to, but this is a drill more for kicking. So try to do at least 20 of your highest kicks, right and left side, and then you can always move downwards and work on techniques lower than yours.